me to speak before you all tonight. Tonight my message will be shifting to the next level, and the subtitle will be Time Out for Foolishness.
Come on.
I'll be coming from Proverbs 26, verses 4 through 11. Say amen when you get it.
Proverbs what?
26, verses 4 through 11.
Amen.
We have been talking about the shift lately, so it's time for us to shift ourselves to the next level in the realm of the Spirit.
Amen.
Proverbs 26, verse 4 reads, Answer not a fool according to his folly. Folly means lack of good sense, foolishness, silliness, nonsense, and madness. Lest thou also be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. He that sendeth a message by the hand of a fool cutteth off the feet and drinketh damage. The legs of the lame are not equal, so is a parable in the mouth of fools. As he that bindeth a stone in a sling, so is he that giveth honor to a fool. As a throne goeth up in the hand of a drunken, so is a parable in the mouth of fools. The great God that formed all things both rewarded the fool and rewarded transgressors. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. And I'm going to give it to y'all just like God gave it to me. So just bear with me. The first thing he gave me, he said, he's ready to shift us to another level in the realm of the Spirit. He says that my people have been in reverse and neutral too long, and it's time for them to drive their spirits to shift their spirits into drive. He said once we learn to shift ourselves into drive, then we can look forward to the road ahead without looking back into reverse, and he can take us from glory to glory in the realm of the Spirit. Because some of us have been stuck too long in reverse. We say we totally delivered, but are we really delivered because we keep going back to the same old thing?
Amen.
Reverse means opposite, contrary in position, direction, order, or character. Move backwards. We have been delivered from our past and from things in our life that had us bound, but we keep going back into reverse, saying that we are delivered, but knowing we are not, and wonder why we have no spiritual growth.
Go ahead.
Once we are totally delivered, we will not have a desire of going back into reverse, which is our old days, our old ways, or like a dog in his vomit, or like a fool returning to his foolishness. Because God is trying to shift us to the next level. And once we begin to get in a quiet place and really receive and hear God's voice, we will know where he's trying to take us to, and the change that he's trying to do in our life spiritually. Some of us have been in neutral too long. Me and my husband can testify that we were in neutral because we came from a ministry that I was a greeter and he was on sound. But that's not our calling. We didn't mind doing it because it was to change our character. But we were stuck in neutral. And since we've been at higher heights, Apostle and First Lady have been shifting us into drive. Neutral, not aligned with or supporting and side or position. We as the people of God are stuck in our old ways, meaning tradition, what we grew up with. So that makes us in neutral and not moving forward. If you are doing the same thing in the spirit realm and the natural realm, you are in neutral, meaning you're standing still, you're not moving, you're slow rolling, and you need a push from your leader. If you are praying the same prayer every day, not spending time with God, not reading, praying, or meditating on the word, you are in neutral. And if you are doing that the same way every day, I know God is speaking to you, telling you to change it. I'm talking about a shift that when he shifts you, you're not going to want to go back into reverse or to your old ways or be stuck in tradition. And he also said that not paying your tithes, and you have the nerve to come back and question God about your finances, about what's going on in your life. We as leaders, we have to learn how to pay our tithes. We have to learn how to have the love of God shared abroad in our hearts, because you got leaders that come in the house of God and look at you like you stink. But that ain't God, because he's shifting us tonight.
Come on now. Go ahead, girl.
I'm talking about shifting yourself ourselves from what is not of God and out of foolishness to get connected to the vine, which is God.
That's right.
You cannot go anywhere neutral because you always need a push. You need your leaders, and your leaders cannot always be there for you all the time. What you going to do when you go out? Your leader's not going to be there with you. They're going to tell you to go ahead. So you got to learn how to do things by yourself.
Yes.
And if you constantly getting phone calls from people, the people you're hanging with, you wonder why you have no growth in your life, check your surroundings.
That's right.
You're calling people, getting advice, and you taking their advice, and you wonder why all hell breaking loose against you. You bet the best advice you can get is God, so you better get it. You better learn how to get it. God is shifting our minds. He's shifting our minds because a lot of us need clarity in our minds because our minds are so full of junk.
Amen.
Drive to sin, expel, caused by force, operate and control in direction. Drive means to run. Once we are totally delivered in our spirits, we won't have a desire of going into reverse, meaning going back into our old ways. Our spirits will no longer be in neutral, doing the same thing, needing a push, because once we are totally delivered, we will be shifting to drive, doing something different that we're not used to doing, and we will start changing the way we walk, changing the way we talk, changing the way we look at circumstance. Our whole outlook will change. We will even begin to spend time with God like never before. When we get a phone call, we will not answer that phone because we will be so in tune with God. Our intimacy with God will be so deep we won't have time to answer that phone call.
That's right.
We would know if we have been totally delivered because it will feel like God himself took his hand and stuck it inside of you and pulled out every unclean thing that was in you. And I can testify to this because when I came to higher heights, I felt that I was totally delivered. But I wasn't until I came up for prayer. When I came up for prayer, it literally looked like God had took his hand and stuck it inside of me and pulled something out of me. And I know it was a total deliverance because that night when I got home, I threw up every unclean thing. And my husband thought something was wrong with me. He said, you need to go to the hospital. I said, no, it's a deliverance. That's right. So I thank God for that. Once we feel that once we're delivered and God has removed every unclean thing that was keeping us from moving forward, then we can truly say we have been shifted to drive in the ram, and then we can begin to see ourselves going from glory to glory. I'm talking about a shifting in the spirit realm like never before. We cannot say that we are leaders and we are sitting on the word of God. We're not spending time with God. We're talking about people. We cannot say we are leaders and we are not being there for people. Lord, I thank you, Father God, for delivering us tonight. I thank you for changing our mindset from tonight. I thank you that we will no longer do things the same. And Lord God, I thank you and I give you the glory, honor, and the praise, Father God. And Father God, I just thank you that you're going to use us like never before. And that's all I got to say.